ChatGPT and AI, in my opinion, is going to change the fitness industry. There, I said it. Somebody had to. Okay, maybe it's not going to destroy the fitness industry, but in my opinion, it's definitely going to change the current state of the fitness industry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate this video into 4 different segments. The current state of the fitness industry, to give you context, how ChatGPT and AI is going to change the fitness industry for the good and for the bad, showing you examples of exactly what I mean and what you can do as a trainer or gym owner to prepare for it, but also giving you some insight on how to leverage and utilize AI, because the truth is it's not going anywhere. So let's get started. So I've been a trainer for as long as I can remember. But when I started as a trainer, the industry was a lot different, and it's been through an insane amount of evolutions and changes since then. When I first started working out and when I became a trainer, the industry was at a point where fitness was unfortunately frowned upon, and it was a little bit of a taboo because people just didn't get it. And there was not as much knowledge back then as there is now. And what people fail to realize is that a lot of us back in the day were simply working out for our own mental health. And that word mental health wasn't thrown around back then like it is now. But the fitness industry grew and evolved. And in today's age, everybody works out. Whether you want to look good, whether you want to perform better, whether you want to feel better, whether your goal is to put on muscle, lose weight, get faster, perform stronger, be happier, it doesn't matter. Everybody works out. And like I said, in my opinion, that's incredible. But back in the day, as fitness grew, so did the gym industry. And these big corporate gyms were born. And in these gyms, there were an insane amount of amenities. Showers, pools, community centers with saunas and hot tubs and steam rooms, food and juice bars and smoothies and protein shakes. And everybody was flocking to the gyms. But that soon made people realize that they didn't know what they were doing. And personal training was born. This is where things are gonna get interesting. How did trainers get clients? Back in the day, trainers got clients from within the gym. They would approach them, add value, help them, and sell them on the training. Or people just realized they didn't know what they were doing and they would approach the trainer. So now personal training studios and boot camps were born. And in places like this, people felt welcome. They felt like they were being seen. They felt like they were being heard. And more importantly, they were getting more value for money. Instead of spending money on a personal trainer and a gym membership, they were having all access classes for a small price. And these gyms and these studios thrived. And that continued for a very long time. You had the corporate gyms, you had private trainers, you had boot camps, and you had small boutique gyms. And the fitness industry was very stable and it was steadily growing. Until COVID happened, where a lot of the corporate gyms were closed, but they had the leverage and the capital and the money and the funding to, stay in business. But as a result, a lot of small gyms closed down. But more importantly, people were scared to leave their homes and go to gyms. And as a result, a lot of trainers suffered. But as humans, we adapt and we survive. And online training was born. Everybody and their grandma and their pet and their neighbor and their uncle can become an online trainer. Simply put, online trainer or certified online trainer or certified expert or transformation specialist in your bio on Instagram. And guess what? You'll have tons of people flocking in your DMs asking for training. At the low cost of staying in your home, you could get a trainer that may or may not know what they're doing. Online ebooks were being sold, online plans were being sold, virtual training, virtual boot camps, Zoom sessions. And that's all great because the people were getting what they wanted. And at the end of the day, if people are investing in their health, that's all that matters. However, there was a small gray area, in my opinion, where people were just capitalizing on people's need to have a trainer, and they were making a lot of money off of it, unfortunately. But that's about to change with AI and ChatGPT. So like I said, in my opinion, ChatGPT and AI is going to change the current state of the fitness industry. We went from all these different evolutions, and this is going to be the next one. And you know what? There's going to be a few trainers out there that watch this video and they're going to dislike what I'm saying. Why? Because I'm giving out information that is going to help their clients. Help their clients get results and help their clients save money. But the smart trainers are going to leverage and utilize ChatGPT and AI for their benefit so they can become better trainers, better coaches, smarter coaches, and overall put more tools in their toolbox. But those trainers that were in the gray area, they're going to be losing a few paychecks because of this. Not because of what I'm saying, but because of the power and the capabilities of what's going to be at everybody's disposal. So let's move on to section 2, where I'm going to be explaining and showing how it exactly is going to change the industry. So here's the thing. I'm assuming you know what ChatGPT is. And if you don't, I certainly suggest you do your research. I will leave a link below into OpenAI's site so you can go see it for yourself. So essentially what you can do is ask ChatGPT anything. But the better your prompt, the better your result's gonna be. And you can be as specific as you want to be. So I plugged in create a running plan, and it gave me one. It gave me a little bit of information, but it wasn't the greatest plan. Then I changed my prompt and I was a little bit more specific. And keep in mind, I've been using ChatGPT for a very long time now. And I've also purchased a couple of guides and books on how to use it in an advanced manner. So I plugged in create a 18-week running plan to train for a marathon for a female that is 5'4" and is a beginner. Include mobility and stretching into the plan. Also include thought-provoking motivational quotes 15 times in the plan. Within the plan include speed runs, long runs, recovery runs. At the end of the plan, create a table with the columns week, type of run, distance, and any other column that you think is best. And I was blown away with the result I got because it was near enough, if not better, actually probably better, than the plan I created for my client. You know what, let me just stop you right there. Let's go into ChatGPT and let's do this for ourselves. Welcome to chapter 2 of this video where I'm going to go into ChatGPT itself and actually go into what I meant by how I feel like ChatGPT and AI is going to disrupt online training. It's going to change online training. It's definitely going to shake it up. And as a result, it will have an effect on training, like in-person training and gyms. Chat.open.ai/chat. Make sure you log in. This is just the basic version that I'm using. You can upgrade to obviously the higher plan, but it's not something I'm interested in doing right now. So as you can see in the history, there is a few things I've, in preparation for this video and for my own knowledge, I've been doing a lot of searches using different prompts to see what I get so I can show you guys. So let's keep it super basic. Let's get started. So create a workout plan. Like I'm gonna keep this super simple and then I'm gonna start going into the advanced prompts. So create a workout plan for me, 3 workouts a week. 3 workouts a week. So I'm telling you what to do, but I'm giving it absolutely zero context into what my goals are, any injuries, or any other advanced stuff. So let's see what it does. Okay, so it's gonna assume what my goals are, and as you can see, warm up 5 to 10 minutes, like cardio, 3 sets, squats, bench press, lat pull down, overhead press. It's gonna be doing a full body. Very basic, very beginner. Workout number 2. I asked for 3 workouts this week. Okay, boom. As you can see, that is very basic. Anybody can go on here and ask for that 3 workouts. It's also giving a disclaimer. All right, you know what? Let's expand on that now. Create a workout plan for me. I am 30 years old, male, 5'11", currently 150 pounds, and my goal is to put on 5 pounds of muscle. Create workout for me, 3 workouts a week. Again, that is very basic. All I'm telling it now is the same thing. Create a workout plan for me. I'm giving it my age, my height, my weight, and my goal weight. Still 3 workouts a week. Let's see what it does now. Again, this is free. Anybody can come on here and do this. The reality is anybody can go on Google and also do this. But the thing is with AI as opposed to Google is Google is going to give you select sites. You still need to do your research. You still need to go a little bit more in depth. This is breaking things down. This is machine learning. That's what it is at the end of the day. There are different types. While this is doing this, I'll show you. This is the artificial intelligence index report of this year that I kind of had up. Definitely highly recommend people looking into this if you are doing a lot of research on AI. It's 386 pages, but again, you don't have to go through all of it. Unfortunately, I did. Fortunately for you though. And it goes into everything. It goes into, again, what I was mentioning. Parameters of significant machine learning. This is language. ChatGPT is a language. So yeah, this I'll keep the link for this in the description of this video. but you'll see the timeline of different, GPT-2, DALL-E, so on and so forth. Currently, what we're using is GPT-3. As smart as this is, ChatGPT-4 is actually currently out too, but it's only, I think it's invite only, and they just announced that GPT-5 is in the works. So now look, upper body strength, we got lower body strength and full body. Again, super basic. It's not giving me, any type of information on how to do this, but let's just say I know how to do half this stuff. It's still in the correct rep range. Based on my very, very basic prompt, somebody is still getting a plan that a trainer would essentially sell for $100, right? Now let's go a little bit more deeper into it, okay? I'm gonna copy this. Again, the better your prompt, the more advanced your prompt, the better your result's gonna be, okay? Let's do 5 workouts a week. I will be working out at the gym. Barbells. Include warm-ups and cool-downs. Please, I don't know why I'm asking please, but whatever. Please include mobility work and stretches. How can we make this a slightly more advanced? 5 workouts a week. So now, same thing. I've just given it a better prompt in terms of what I have access to and expanding on warm-ups and cool-downs. Again, this is super basic, but let's see what it gives us. Again, the whole premise and purpose of this video is to show you what it can give us and how this is going to disrupt the fitness industry, because my mom, my brother, my friends who are, and a few people that I know that have absolutely no knowledge on fitness that always ask me questions, they can just come on here and just plug this in and get something. Now, is this optimal in terms of getting a client results and getting, a person results? Who's to say? It depends on their effort. The reality is that this is quite basic, but there's no different from somebody going to Google, searching up workout program, or getting a magazine or getting a PDF document that their friend gave them, seeing a workout and copying it, getting very minimal results, and moving on, right? At the end of the day, millions of people are doing that, and millions of people are probably going to come on here and do the exact same thing that I'm doing. In the beginning, people are going to use very basic prompts like what I'm doing, and they're going to get something like this, and this is, if you ask me for what I just plugged in, this is quite amazing, right? So number one, this will affect trainers, of course, because now instead of somebody asking you for a workout plan, they're now going to just come in here and get this, whether it works or not is in question. The reality is, from a business perspective, they'd rather just do this, right? Especially with the way life has been in terms of COVID, people being fearful, the amount of, oversaturated trainers that are in the industry. People have something called the paradox of choice, where they just simply don't know, where to start, what to ask, who to go with. And then with that, there's a lot of trainers that don't know what they're doing. They have now become online trainers based on their followers, which the followers they got based on their content. So a lot of people have skills in video editing and now they're so-called trainers, but that's a whole nother video. From the perspective of, somebody getting a service in that, somebody like an everyday person wanting information on workout plans, wanting, this, they're getting it, right? So it's amazing that it can give something like this so quick and something so vast. Yes, like I said, whether it works or not is in question, but this, at the end of the day, from a planning perspective, is pretty decent. Like, this is, you can't go wrong, right? And it's also terrifying for the fitness industry, great for the consumer industry, because they're getting this. Now, again, when somebody puts in an amazing prompt, they will get an even better workout. If you look at what I just did from a few minutes, create a workout plan, 3 workouts a week, boom. Create a workout plan, gave my information, a little bit more on mobility. I'm going to go even more advanced now, okay? I'm going to go even more advanced. Listen, I've done prompts that are like 100, maybe like 10 words, 10 sentences more than this, and I've received the most wildest workouts. Okay, so check this out now. Let's build on it. Please include mobility and stretches. You know what? Let's switch this up. Instead of building on it, check this out. I'll be working out at home. Watch this now. I only have access to dumbbells. Okay, let's keep everything the same, and let's just say we only have dumbbells. Now we don't have machines. Let's see what it does. Again, the whole purpose of this video is for me to show you how, not about how amazing this is, but more so like what it can give you, what you have access to. Number one, this will save, yes, I feel like I'm sounding like a broken record right now. Yes, it will disrupt the industry because trainers are going to lose money, right? Number two, consumers have so much at their disposal now. Like, look at this. Now, here's my thing for a lot of the trainers that are listening to this, or gym owners, trainers. What I want you guys to start thinking outside the box. And what I mean by that is, if this is what people have access to, what can you now do as a trainer, as an athlete, as a gym owner, what can you do that AI cannot? Start thinking about that. What can you do, right, for your clients and for your in-person training and maybe even online training? What can you do that this cannot, that this system cannot do? I'll give you 3 points right now. Number one, you can be compassionate and have empathy, because this at the end of the day, this is just a language model. This is just text, right? You have to be empathetic towards your clients' needs and show them number two, show them a service and an experience that they can't get elsewhere. Go above and beyond. Be human, man. Like start, what am I trying to say? Include initiatives, create a referral program. Go above and beyond for your clients. Start providing them with more value than you already do. Start giving them more information that if you don't give them that, they'll go elsewhere to get it. And when people start putting, the pieces together and they realize that they may not need you, they will go, right? So will this affect in-person training? Honestly, I don't think so. I think people will, just like how they sign up online for trainers, just like how they download that free PDF 4-week guide, they're going to do the same thing here. And when they realize that, they're missing something or it might not be working, they'll maybe try and get a trainer, right? So start thinking outside the box. Start thinking and putting yourself in a position from a marketing and media perspective of what can I do that this simply cannot, right? So going back to the prompt, I said only dumbbells. So boom, look, Romanian deadlifts, 3 sets of 12, Romanian dumbbell bench press, bent over rows. It's still, again, my opinion, this is still not the greatest plan, because at the end of the day, you cannot and you will not beat a customized plan from a trainer, a real trainer. When a trainer's done that consultation, when a trainer has spoken to you, when a trainer knows your injuries and where you are and what your lifestyle is like, you cannot beat a customized plan that trainer creates for you. You just simply cannot. You cannot beat periodization. You cannot beat somebody who's going to make your workout progressive and regressive, right? So that's something that ChatGPT, I personally feel like, cannot do. So all you trainers out there listening to this, when I meant a few minutes ago, go above and beyond. Like don't just give your client a workout plan and then say, okay, that's it, wash your hands, call it a day. Check in with them, put yourself in a position where you create a plan that has different levels that they have to keep coming back to you, where you provide that service. All right, because look, this is not, let's be honest, this is not the greatest plan, but it took me 2 minutes to get this. And guess what? Whether it works or not, people are still going to plug in prompts. People are still going to get workout plans, and it will disrupt the fitness industry. Okay? Again, I don't want to sound like a broken record. but unfortunately I have to because this is what it comes down to. Now let's go even more advanced, because again, this is still basic in my opinion. All right, check this out now. So look, it factored in I only have dumbbells, and guess what? It did it. All right, let's plug that in. Let's go a little bit more advanced. This is where it starts to get a little bit terrifying when we start going advanced. Give me videos. Give me YouTube. Yep, you can have YouTube videos. Give me YouTube videos for every exercise, including the stretches and mobility. Let's see what it does. Now, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but like, this is still the beginning phase of AI and ChatGPT. What I foresee is, imagine commercial gyms getting AI trainers. What I mean by that is they have a screen, right? The screen has a trainer. It's not real, but the machine itself is an AI language that you can communicate with, and they tell you, yeah, you know what? It might not be the greatest, physical training experience, but I honestly think that these big, massive corporations, like, why would they, start pumping more money into certifying trainers, having to deal with human error, having to have, the trainer have to like deal with sales and having to like constantly renew their clients. Trainers make, trainers might make errors. They might show up late. They might have an issue with their clients. So these are things that gyms and corporate gyms have to think about. And I honestly think that they might start developing an AI screen. Imagine a mirror, like a full-size mirror that has an AI model in it, and you show up and you're watching yourself work out, but the AI is inside the mirror, and it's giving you your sets and reps, and it has a camera and it sees your form based on different AI models. Because there is I'm not going to search through this 300-page document, but there is a type of AI that basically I think it's called, hey, here we go, boom. Great timing. Human pose estimation, right? So it's correct key points that basically, look, 94% of human joints, which represented a small percentage point. So at the end of the day, they have this, where a trainer can see your form. Look, medical image segmentation, object detection. Like, AI is terrifying. Like, again, in the grand scheme of humanity, I'm not a fan of it, but like, in terms of the tech industry and how this is going to affect everyday life, let me show you something else. I'll show you how it's going to affect us. Where is it? Sorry about this. If you look at the funding of it, and you see the amount of money that's being pumped into AI and by which countries, it's actually like shocking. Again, you know what? I don't want to go too much into this document, but the link it will be in the description. And once you see the amount of money and the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that are being pumped into this and by which countries, you'll realize that this is not going anywhere. It's only going to get more smarter. It's only going to get more faster, and it's quite terrifying. And again, I can sit here and talk about how it's going to affect every industry, but being a trainer and being in the fitness industry and being an athlete, I'm only going to just touch base on how it's going to affect fitness. But it's kind of obvious. It's going to affect, accounting. It's going to affect, graphic design. It already has affected, graphic design. It's going to affect everything. All right, unfortunately, but it's an industry, and if you're smart, you'll learn it now so that you can put yourself in a position where it doesn't affect you that much. But yeah, look, it's giving me YouTube videos now. How and which videos they are, I have no idea, but it somehow, I think I stopped it at 3. But yeah, now let's go a little bit more deeper into it. All right, so for someone with tight hamstrings, can you give me 10 stretches, include videos? So instead of talking about the workout plan, let's go into other prompts. Again, basic prompts. And you know what's crazy? With this workout plan, I could have even said my shoulder is injured and I cannot do any pressing exercises over 20 pounds, and it'll still factor it in. All right, like I mentioned, the more you do, the bigger the prompt, the more crazy this gets. So now here, look, boom. And I can even do this. That's great. Give me another 10 variations. Let's stop it. And I was very specific by saying hamstrings. Here, 10 hamstring. Here, 10 stretches for tight hamstring with links to YouTube videos demonstrating each. Again, you know what? If you wanna get more YouTube views, somehow get it connected to AI. So while this is doing, I want to show you something I was doing yesterday with my friend. So check this out. This is a prompt. I'm looking for a YouTube video idea that will go viral and showcase my new fitness app to my demographic, which is people looking to start their fitness journey in a creative and entertaining way. Boom, it gave me ideas. All right. So you can use this for more than just getting workouts. All right. Here's another prompt that I did. Let's go to the top again. Give me a fitness plan. The client is a female, 160 pounds, 35 years old with a bad left knee. Make the workout plan 5 days a week, include stretches and mobility work. Be mindful of her injuries. Boom. People are going to do this. But also, notice what I did here? Give me a fitness plan, the client. So now trainers are going to start using this. And again, how that's going to disrupt the industry is that trainers that have absolutely no idea what they're doing are going to start creating plans for other people. All right, which one is this one? Look, let's keep it a bodybuilding workout plan. Expand on each exercise. Show the exercises, sets and reps. Again, very basic. Look, for day 2, can you include YouTube videos for each exercise? Boom. What I was doing here is I was just experimenting with what it can do if I kind of kept throwing it curveballs. She only has 1 dumbbell. Can you recreate the entire workout plan? So I made a plan. I told it to make it bodybuilding. Then I said, give me some videos for it. And then I said, wait a minute, we only have 1 dumbbell. What was the next one? Marketing. All right. So yeah, let's go back to the original one that I did. 10 variations. Boom. There we go. Create a running plan for me. I am a beginner. The goal is to run a 5K in under, I'll be generous, 30 minutes. Can you have 3 to 4 runs a week? Include speed runs, tempo runs, progression runs, and maybe hill sprints in the plan. The race I'm doing is not enough time. 8 weeks out. So make the plan 8 weeks long. Please include a table at the end of the entire plan. What? I have no injuries. What else can we include as a prompt? 5'11". Please factor in my height to include any cadence. To include, please factor in my height into the cadence of the workout plan. What else? Okay, let's see what that gives me. Now, as it's doing it, just an opinion. Actually, fun fact, ChatGPT is not connected to the internet. Yes, it's on the internet, but it's actually not connected to the internet. Meaning, So basically, let me just show you. ChatGPT is not connected to the internet, and it can give you incorrect answers. It has limited knowledge of the world's events after 2021 and may also occasionally produce harmful instructions or based content. That's basically their disclaimer, which is fine. But it's good to know that the GPT-3 model is not connected to the internet and gives you information prior to 2021, all right? Personal opinion on that, tried and tested information, tried and tested techniques when it comes to fitness, they date back decades ago. All this new stuff, all these new exercises, in my opinion, are just gimmicks. But worldly events, it's very important to know that 2021 is the cutoff of what it's giving you. All right, so going back to the running plan, check it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 20 minutes easy run, hill sprints. We got the tempo run, comfortable pace for 10 minutes. Week 2, so we're gonna do that week 1. Week 2, 25 minutes. So look, it's made it progressive. Hill sprints followed by a 7-minute easy run. We got a 25-minute tempo run. Again, it's not expanding on it, but this is still pretty amazing if you ask me. Week 5. So look, it did give it to me up until week 8. You know, we got speed run there, hill sprints, tempo run, easy runs. It's got all the runs I asked it to do, and then it created a table, just like how I asked. So guys, I want you to, I'm not going to take up too much of your time, but look at this. Based on the prompt, look at what it's given. This is what people are paying money for, and it's giving it to them for free. So from a business perspective, yes, this is a threat, this is a hindrance, and this will damage the fitness industry for sure, 100%, right? Again, will this get people results? That's in question. That's up to the person. That's up to the person's level. Like I said, personally, you cannot replace in-person training. You cannot replace a real-life trainer, right? You cannot replace human-to-human interaction and human-to-human training. You cannot, right? If I asked you, hey, follow this plan for 2 weeks or train with a trainer for 2 weeks, you're going to get more results from, it'll be to some degree similar for 2 weeks, but imagine 2 months. Train a plan for 2 months, train it with a trainer for 2 months. You're going to obviously get better results with the trainer, right? So this is all very limiting, but this is information at the end of the day, right? ChatGPT is a tool, and we need to learn to leverage this, right? Use it for other means, 100%. But when it comes to fitness, man, this will disrupt the fitness industry. People are going to be using this. Now, at the end of the day, there are so many terrible trainers out there. There are so many people online selling plans that should not be. There are so many trainers out there that don't know what they're doing. So if you're listening to this and you're not in the fitness industry and you've had a bad experience, do your own research and use this, right? Use this. Listen, check this out. You know what? I've been showing ChatGPT for the past 15, 20 minutes from a, creating a plan perspective. Check this out. Let's use this from a consumer perspective as somebody who is looking for information. What is calorie I don't even know how to spell it. Deficit. Boom, see, I'm pretty sure I spelled that wrong. Yeah, I spelled it right. Look, now it's giving me information on calorie deficit. Boom. All right, awesome. I'm learning. It's a tool that the general masses can utilize. What is hypertrophy? So again, people out there, use this to your advantage. Don't let, everybody's terrified of what AI is, and AI is to some degree terrifying, but I think I mentioned this at the start of the video, when this starts making our decisions for us, we need to start looking in the mirror and realizing where we went wrong, right? As long as we can utilize the tools to our benefit, we can utilize the tools to help us and make our lives better, that's when, that's the sweet spot, right? Ask it questions. This is what I tell people, man. Ask it questions, learn how it works, learn about AI, and if you are the type of person that is in a position where you don't know what it is, start learning about it. It's a software. I'm pretty sure, we were asking Google questions for so many years. We were asking Jeeves questions for so many years. Let's do the same thing with ChatGPT, right? Let's ask it for questions. Now, like I mentioned, if you're a trainer, yes, this is going to disrupt your business, but utilize it while you can. You allow this to become a part of the process in you creating your own plans for people. There's nothing stopping you asking it to make something for you that you already have, right? If I import my workout here, you can get it to change certain things around, right? So look at this. I'll just use this as an example. I got its definition of hypertrophy, what it gave to me. I'm going to ask it to re-summarize this. Reword this transcript in a better way. Boom. Oh, I actually spelled reword wrong. So look, it's giving me, I'm going to stop it. Actually, you know what? Oh, damn it, I stopped it. Okay. I won't ask it to reword it. That was great, but bullet point for the transcript. So first I got it to reword it. Now I'm getting it to bullet point it. Why not? Right? Utilize it in different ways. As trainers, you can use this. And as consumers who are looking to get started on their fitness journeys or take their fitness to the next level, you can use this, right? If you're terrified of being scammed from a trainer that does not know what they're doing, get your workout plan from here and then build on it. You don't have to get it and use it exactly because you might be in two minds, but why not utilize it? So let's do one more thing before I call it a day. Give me 10 calisthenic exercises you think is good for me. I am a male with average upper body strength. Boom. Let's see what it gives us. Push-ups. Boom. This is probably the same list I would give you. Push-ups, pull-ups, dips, squats, lunges, burpees, planks, mountain climbers, sit-ups, jumping jacks. Honestly, I would probably, when I think of calisthenics, I think of muscle-ups. I also think of front lever, back lever, handstands, hollow body hold. So yeah, it's using the definition of calisthenics being body weight, and it's giving me body weight exercises. But I also did write average. So let's build on that. Give me 5 advanced calisthenic exercises. Let's see what it does now. Let's see what it does. Okay, boom, muscle up. Literally wow, okay. When I think of 5 advanced calisthenic moves, I think of these. I didn't even ask it to give me a description. Let's build on that. Give me 2 YouTube videos per exercise that you just listed. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. It's giving me a bar styles one. Okay. How to muscle up. All right, Austin Dunham. My question for you guys, how do you get on here? You want to get more videos? You want to get more views on your YouTube? Look into getting your video the one. Oh man, what happened? Okay, here we go. All right, that's quite awesome. So as trainers, you can utilize this to your advantage. But again, think outside the box. And how could you give your clients an experience that they won't get anywhere else? Or how can you set yourself up to be a step ahead of ChatGPT and AI? And consumers, clients, those on their fitness journey, use this to your advantage. Use this to your advantage, honestly. That's it. What's your thoughts on the video? Make sure you like, share it, subscribe, do all that nonsense, or don't do it. It doesn't really matter to me. My most important thing is that I hope you guys got some sort of knowledge from this, some sort of awareness from this. Experiment. Get on ChatGPT and experiment in the context of fitness. See what you can plug in. Quite frankly, none of this was scripted, by the way. This is just all on the fly. So for me to put in these prompts and get these results, I'm quite surprised, shocked, impressed as well. But yeah, I'm going to continue experimenting. Now, that was pretty insightful, kind of scary too. Now, the issue I have with this is that, again, this is my opinion. You cannot replace human interaction. You cannot replace it. Even if you Zoom call somebody, even if you watch a video like you watching this, you cannot replace human interaction. So I do firmly and wholeheartedly believe that ChatGPT and AI, it's not going to replace one-on-one real interaction, real personal training. I genuinely don't. It may hit the industry in a way where trainers are losing a few clients, but you cannot replace it. You will never replace it. Just like how online shopping will never ever replace going to the mall and the feeling that you get from either window shopping or going into a store, trying on the clothing, trying on the shoe, and then purchasing that. In my opinion, online shopping is just a cheap dopamine hit. And this goes along the same lines. You cannot and you will not replace that human interaction of a trainer who that actually knows what they're doing, that is an actual expert and has been doing it for decades or years, in fact, seeing you and your form and motivating you and inspiring you and fixing your form. You will never replace that. AI will never ever replace that. If there's one thing humans need, it's each other. So yes, on one hand, this is going to be helping out a lot of people because they can save money, they can cut out that middleman of online training. But on the flip side, it does hinder and it does take away from that human interactional experience. What it boils down to is that ChatGPT and AI is a informative, informational tool. Decisions still need to be made by you. You need to make the decision to either plug in the information or the right information. You need to make a decision on how you take that away, and you also need to make a decision on acting on that plan. Now, you can use ChatGPT for anything. You can get recipes, you can get smoothie recipes, you can use it for work, you can use it for, think of anything and it will give you an answer. For pets, for everyday life, for quotes, for writing. I hope this video has been informative for you as a trainer and the direction that you may need to go in, or even putting you in a position where you need to start asking yourself questions on where the industry is going. I hope this video has been informative for people that have been on the fence or had a bad experience with a trainer and now want to use this platform to better themselves, or to use this platform to gain more knowledge for themselves and put themselves in a position where they never need a trainer ever again. But for both parties, clients and trainers, I hope that you guys realize that AI and ChatGPT is not going anywhere. It's only going to get bigger. It's only going to expand. If there's one thing that we've learned from history and business, is that a monster chain like Starbucks went out of business because they refused to adapt and survive. And that's why Netflix is the dominating business in that industry. The most important thing that I want to get to is, I've said this multiple times, but I want to say it again. Use the system. Don't let the system use you. Double down on what you're good at and triple down on what AI cannot do. Find out the areas where you are irreplaceable and go all in on that. But don't fail to realize that these systems are here for a reason. These systems are not going anywhere. They're only going to get bigger, stronger, faster, smarter. And let's learn how to leverage and utilize these systems while we can. And let's use these systems and never allow them to use us. Until the next time, peace.